Hello, this is Zekushon from Twitter. Today we're going to talk about the PS3 keys that you can find on the wiki. So let's begin. Going to the psdevwiki.com/ps3/keys. So there are many keys on the PS3 wiki. Sony made a lot of crypto stuff for the PS3 wiki. You can see here there are a lot of keys. So let's begin with the first set of keys, which is around the 4. So if I'm not mistaken, these keys are for the VTRM. So they are used in Syscon isolated module. They are used for VTRM stuff. These ones are used. These ones are for internal. There are also some used for the factory hashes and the factory setting. Okay. Then you have the SPISO SPU module. These keys are for the I believe communicating with the Blu-ray drive. These ones as well, the fix and the magic and all that. The SVISO also used with the communicating with the Blu-ray drive. Especially this key and this IVA are used to derive the disk encryption key. I believe that there is software like 3K3Y that uses it to get the keys to derive the keys to decrypt the disks that you may insert on the older software. So then you have the fallback. ID4 and the debug disk fallback, which is used to decrypt the debug ISOs that they are formed with the debug tools. Then you have the triple S IVS, which is used to decrypt I believe the ID3, maybe ID2, I'm not sure. Then you have the ID4 fallback 0x00 and the 0x10. So this is used when you don't have the ID4. You can see here that the initial byte is FF, so this is for debug consoles like DevKit and test kit. So we have these keys for M1M. These keys are used to validate stuff from the NPPP tokens for PSN, if I'm not mistaken. These ones are used for NPPP to decrypt the NPPP token. This is no longer used. This was used a long time ago to try to crack the PSN's tokens, but I believe they are no longer used. Then you have the token processor and the U token processor. This is for the key flags. You have the token HMAC, which is used to calculate the HMAC of the token, the token key, and the token IV, which is used to decrypt the key flag token. Then you have after 3.60, when Sony figured out that we have the key flags, they added a public key, and the curve type to specify which curve it's using. This is for the sys debugger, again for the key flags. So you have the HMAC internal key, which is this one, the internal key for the internal key flag, and the internal IV for the internal key flag. So you also have this one for the U token, which is similar to the key flag, but it's the U token flags. It has a bunch of flags as well, but this is for another purpose. It's less used than the key flags. You have the U token HMAC, the U token key, and the U token IV. So these ones are as the same one as the Syscon ISO from above. Factory init. No, these ones are the same ones, but these ones are different. You have the BE to Syscon payload key, which is to communicate from cell BE to Syscon, and this is the Syscon to cell BE payload key. So we have these keys. Then we have the series key 2. These ones are also already above. This is the service dongle HMAC, which is, I believe it can be found on LV1, which is used to calculate the HMAC of the token ID for the service mode. This is the pub HMAC. You can use this to calculate the pub HMAC. I believe this would be a better way to calculate it than the MD5 that we are used to see on the pubs, but to each their own. These are in the index.dat keys. They are used to decrypt the index.dat, which can be found on VSH, and it tells you about the information of the system, STK version, Emerald version, anything that is related to the system. It will tell you exactly which system it is running on. Then you have the PS3 minis iso.pin.edat, which is used to decrypt the ISOs. They are encrypted with an edat format, so you have these keys. Okay. Then you have the AEM SPU module keys, so these are used for the individual information. You have key seed 1 and key seed 4, which is used to calculate the IED 0 section 0 key and the IED 0 section 0xa key. Then you have the AEM IV and the AEM key and the AEM compare. I have no idea what this is for. Not sure what this is used for. Then you have yes, I believe this is for other stuff. Then you have mode auth data, which I believe is used to enter factory service mode when you don't have a dongle. So you have the magic here, which is Rio Taro is cute, the HMAC key, the IV is a fail IV, and the key is a fail key. Moving on to Syscon Manager key, this can also be found on the Syscon ISO module keys. Then you have the AACS keys. These are used for the decrypting the AACS, I believe, certificates that you see on the wiki. On the wiki, no, on the PS3. The magic is Folklore Jam. Then you have another key, another IV. The new magic is Codeface. the public keys, the private key. This is the private key. This is mostly used for Blu-ray authentication. Then you also have the CPRM decryption key. Okay. Again, this one AVCC multi is for Blu-ray related stuff. Then you have the archive keys. These ones are used to decrypt arc.dat. You have the generic key and the per console key, so you can decrypt the arc.dat, that stuff that Kakaroto I believe released a public repository with these keys to encrypt stuff with the IDPS and PSID, so it's nice. Then you have the Marlin DRM keys, which is used to decrypt Marlin stuff. DivX DRM, you have a key for DivX. Then this one is an important key. If you have an arcade console for PS3, you have the master key. This is the master key. Then you have the ATA decryption key, which is this one. This is the IV. The V-Flash decryption key, which is this one, and this is the IV, again for arcade consoles. Then you have the decryption key 2, this one, and the EncDec decryption key, this one. This is mostly for the system arcade consoles, to decrypt the HDD, because they use a static key set to decrypt the HDD, so it's a fail. So they should use the root key, but instead they use a static key. So this is the additional signature AES CBC master keys. So okay, this is not for the additional signature. This is for the pop-up ads. So this is for those ads that showed up on the PlayStation, that you could use these keys to decrypt the ads. These are the RSA keys. So you know that Sony uses a lot of ECDCA on the PS3, but they also use RSA. You can see here that it has the private key as well. So yeah. And you also have the trophy RSA keys, which are used to validate the trophy. I believe this is for Synavia, CFK1 master keys. So these are the PMF vectors. These aren't keys, but they are used to check where stuff is located on LV1. So to guess where the token is. The token, no, the TOC, table of contents. Okay. Then you have the Syscon keys. This is the 78K0R ID, which is not used. It's called not used. So this translates not used. You can use this to facilitate glitching. Then you have the garbage key, which is used to encrypt the NVS region with 16 FFs for n times, where the n is offset for the EPROM divided by 16. So this is just used to encrypt the garbage. Then you have the ID1 key, so the 0x0 master key, which is used to decrypt the initialized status, which is either 01, which means uninitialized, and 02, which means initialized. Okay. Then you have the 0x10 master key from Syscon, which is used to decrypt the second layer of ID1 if you have the flash and the root key, or the first layer if you have the dump of EPROM. So this is the key that you use. No, this is not the key that you use. You use this key to decrypt I believe the Syscon EPROM ID1, and this one is used for the flash one, I believe. Yes, okay. This one is used for the flash, and this one is used for the inside the flash. There's another ID, and you use that to decrypt or decrypt the one inside the EPROM. So the 0x40 master key, which is used to obtain data at ID1 offsets 0x to A, to B, to C, to D. This is very complicated crypto. I remember this. It was used to encrypt several times. I have no idea what this was used for. Then we have the SNVS keys. This is the 0x30 master key, which is used to decrypt SNVS, and you need the ID1 key seed. Okay, so you needed to decrypt the ID1, and then you would use this master key together with the offset 0x150 to decrypt the SNVS. So this was fun to decrypt the SNVS, but they later fixed the crypto and added an extra per console step. Okay. So this one is the payload B to Syscon key. This is the payload Syscon to B key, which is I already showed. This one is used for the Syscon to test bench and test bench to Syscon keys, to XOR with the keys to obtain it. This is the fixed auth1 response, fixed auth2 response. So if you want to authenticate with Syscon, you need these responses. This is the Syscon to test bench key, and this is the test bench to Syscon key. So again, for authentication on the PC, you can use these keys to get error codes from words, and also to do other dangerous stuff. But if you are a professional, you can use these keys for that. Then you have these keys for the session keys. These ones are used for cell. So if you want to communicate with cell, you use these session keys. Then you have the auth1 related key, auth2 related key. Then you have the secure time keys, which are used to generate the time on the PS3. Then you have the 0x150 master key, which is used to correct RTC clocks. This one encrypts 0x to 710. I have no idea what it does, but it's only for that. This one encrypts to 760. Again, I have no idea what it does. This one encrypts to 790. Again, I don't know what it does. And this one decrypts to 6B0, to 6E0, and to 6F0. Again, no idea. This one to 6E0, to 6D0, and to 700. Okay. These are the firmware keys for the Syscon firmwares that you can find inside the communication processor in the DECR 1000 models. You can see the cipher, which is AES CBC 128 IV0. Then you have the Asher This is the master key which is used to generate the cipher and the hasher, I believe. Okay, then you have the cipher and the hasher. No, this is encrypted. Okay, yes, this is encrypted. You need to decrypt with the master to generate the cipher and the hasher. Then you have the patch keys to decrypt the patches of the Syscon firmwares. You can use patches then if you want to dump a firmware, you can use these patches with the special patch. The 0x140 master key, which is used to XOR with the patch. You can see the patch cipher XOR, the patch hasher XOR, and you can see here the keys. This is for a COK 001 body and hasher, 002 body and hasher. This is all for patches, okay? And you can also see for prototype boards that we never got access to, but we can also decrypt those patches. And finally for the DYN001, which is the super slim, the slim 2000. Okay. So onwards to the important ones. This is the level 0 loader key. So you have the for system debugger, which is a fail key, for CEB, which is the SEB boot ROMs. You have these keys for LV0 loader, and these ones are for the external consoles. So these ones are used for mainly for what we do every day for decrypting LV0. Okay. So all of this decrypts LV0. So the ERC, which is the key, and the RIV, which is the IV. And then you have the public, you have the private, and you have the curve type, which determines which curve is used. Okay. Then you have the meta loader keys, which are used to decrypt meta loaders, such as let's see, ISO loader, revoke loader, LV1 loader, all of that stuff. So this meta loader decrypts all the other loaders, but doesn't decrypt LV0. Okay. So again, you have the SD version for system debugger and the external version for everything else. So again, you have the keys for meta loader, which decrypt all the other loaders. So you have here the LV1 loader, which decrypts LV1, LV2 loader, which decrypts LV2, ISO loader, which decrypts isolated modules. You can see that they have an underscore ISO underscore on the name of the modules. The SPP verifier decrypts default.spp. The revoke loader decrypts the revoke files. I believe it's revocation lists. And the SPU package revoke verifier, I believe this is for packages. So this, you have the system debugger packages, you have the normal packages, which are from 0.60 to 3.55, and after Sony figured out that we could sign everything, we could sign everything, then they just changed in 3.56 to S package, and now on Vita it's also called the S package. So the signed package, secure package, whatever you want to call it. So after that you have the updated keys for the boot ROMs. We have most of the keys for the external and the internal boot ROMs, thanks to our friend Proxima, and thanks to a team that made this possible. So thanks to him and thanks to other people. For the external we got it ourselves, but with Proxima's help we were able to get the internal updater key. Okay. Then we have the tool update decryption. This is for the communication processor, which is used to decrypt the communication processor updates on both the PSP and the ECR 1000 reference tool. This is the needs salt. It's kind of like a magic that you add to the end of the function name to know the needs. I already explained this on another chat. This is the no name needs salt, which is literally this. You have to add this as a string, and you use it to calculate the no name needs. Okay. Then you have the Blu-ray drive keys. These were retrieved from Blu-ray drive firmware. I have no idea what this does. They are on the firmware recoveries. Okay. It was used as ZOR stream to descramble some encrypted areas inside the Blu-ray EPROM. Thanks to my friend SSL for that. Then you have the IDs sections, ID 0 sections keys. So these keys are just for validating the ID 0 sections that you can decrypt with per console keys. And this ones is what every pirate likes to have, which are the uploader keys that are used to decrypt the selfs, the e-boots from the games. So you have app for applications and NP DRM for PSN stuff. And you have the unknown 7 key. So this is used to decrypt the seven special modules. Okay. Then you have the uploader HMAC key, which is used for checking the memory on level 2. Basically, when uploader decrypts your stuff, it needs to check that the memory hasn't been tampered with. So they added a special offset at the end of LV2 that contains the size and also the hash of LV2. So if the LV2 memory is messed with, then they know that the system has been compromised. So they will try to stop you to use it. So this was implemented on 3.61. Okay. 3.55. Okay. So used for protecting the system. I have no idea what this is for. You have the NPDRM keys, which is for activation. For the ECDCA public key for PSP ADATs, then the PSP ADAT ECDCA private key for signing the PSP ADATs, the PS ISO image 000 ECDCA public key, and also the private key. Okay, so Sony likes to store the private keys on the PS3 firmware. That's very funny. Again, the NPUMD image is CDCA public key and is CDCA private key. This is the NPDRM OMAC 1 key 3, so used for that stuff, I believe. This is also used for NP data stuff. More EDAT keys, which are used to decrypt the EDAT and also to validate it. The Asher keys do just that. Then we have the key license decryption keys, the old one and the new one. The NPDRM activation data index AES key, which are used to decrypt the act.dat. You also have here the debug key, but this is never used, only on firmware 1.80 until firmware 2.10. Maybe they forgot to include it there. I don't know. They just left it there. Then the PSP DRM free AES 128 ECB key, which is used to decrypt the free games. The NPDRM DPS seed, which is used to decrypt. This is used to forge a key, I believe, for the act.dat. More NPDRM keys for STAT, for the PS3 DRM free key licensee. This is for the free stuff. PSP key licensee for the PSP stuff. PS1 key licensee for PS1 stuff. PSP remasters key licensee. So in Japan they have some stuff called PSP remasters, so they use this key licensee to sign their stuff. Then you have the NPDRM package AES keys for the PS3, for the IDU AES key, and for the PSP and for the PSP IDU AES key. So this is all to decrypt packages. And if you have IDU packages, you can also use these keys. Then you have the NPDRM package PS Vita AES keys, not related with PS3, but you also have these ones here. The package or self ECDCA public key, but we never were able to figure out the private key for this one because we never had a fail on the packages and on the NPDRM selves. So yeah, the CDCA curve type for VSH. Okay. This is the Snowden key, which is used to, I believe, get some IDPS or PSID, I'm not sure. I believe this was used by FlatC to obtain the IDPS, not sure. Then you have the VSH crypto engine HMAC keys. I have no idea what these are for. Then you have the PS2 emulator keys, which are used to encrypt and decrypt the memory card, mostly memory card stuff. Okay. The level 2 kernel triple-DES keys key, which is used in conjunction with the IVS triple-DES. Okay, so I was wrong. It was not for the Blu-ray, but it was for something else. Then you have the Kirk keys. These are mostly PSP keys for encrypting and signing the IPL as well as the PRXs. So you have the Kirk 1, the Kirk 0x10, Kirk 0x11, Kirk 0xC, 0xt, 0x10, 0x11, and you have here all the keys that Davey dumped from his glitching setup with I believe Infan also helped Davey to dump the keys. So these are AES 128 CBC keys. Okay. Then you have this key which is on the PS3. I have no idea what this is for, which is also a failed key. Then you have the ID storage master key. This is used to decrypt the PSP ID storage per console private key for each section. You use this together with the fuse keys to decrypt it. Then you have the document dot keys, which are used to decrypt the manuals in the PS1 games. Okay, these are the save data keys for the channel SV. Okay, and the IAM control keys. I believe this is used for NPDRM. Then you have the PMU core lib key. This is used to decrypt, I believe. I'm not sure what this is used to decrypt, but it's some key. You have the IDP stealer key, which is used to encrypt something with the IDPS. Okay. The TMDB key, which is used to obtain the patches links. Okay, so you have the title ID. You use this key to generate the hash that will be the final title ID patch link. Okay, because you can see here it is used to obtain your URLs to obtain the title infos. For example, you have this title ID, so it will contain this title ID _00, and you use the HMAC with X key, and this obtains this link. Okay, so you can see here 93, EC 11, etc. until 2E. Okay, so then you have the S box. So when you know that there is AES implemented via software when there is S box. So you have the forward S box. This is the forward X box, and you have the inverse or reverse or whatever you want to call it AES S box. Okay. So this was used before Sony started to go more powerful with implementations of crypto. Okay, maybe in the future they won't use any S box, and we'll have to use our brains to know where the keys are. But before they use the S box. This is the DES S box. So it's very simple, as you can see. The plain S box values, forward, inverse, the RCON also used on AES, and shuffles. I believe this is used for XOR. I'm not sure. Shift rows, invert shift rows. Okay. TD0, TD1. So this is also used for AES, and T5 also used for the AES. And disk ID for HDD, which is used for boot game saves as hash key. So, okay, now we see all the content of the page. Let's see in the discussion if you have something interesting. Okay, mostly conversations about keys, fake keys, Kirk keys. Then we have here a script to verify if the private key that you have is legit. Okay, so an RSA source example to make RSA code. Okay, Unity keys. Okay, this might be the only thing interesting here, which are the Unity keys used to make Unity software with their programs. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The PS3 scene is one of my favorite scenes. It has a lot of interesting stuff to look at, especially the keys. If you have any questions, please ask, and I'll see you guys on the next video.